Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to make a short video, kind of like a diagnosis, and at the same time to share why it's so important to have, good tools when you're doing diagnostics, and also use the 100% of the tool that you bought. Because in a conversation on Facebook, one of the technicians with no names was saying that, Autel is actually being on the Autel Ultra, and some of the new Autels, they have what they call intelligent diagnostics. And that was being removed from January 2024 because they got, like, I guess, some rights or, problems with the information they're using. But if you bought one of these tools before 2024, it's not going away. And it says, oh yeah, who needs that? And I said, it's definitely very important because when you run intelligent diagnostic, you get access immediately to wire diagrams, component locations, and so on. And I would probably assume that he doesn't know or he has never used the full potential of a tool like this when you're working in BMWs or European cars. I am not sure how it's on American cars because I work for BMW, Mini Coopers, and Rolls-Royce brand only. But for here, yes, I do have ISTA, and you can see that in my channel and multiple other vehicles that I have worked. But when I have two, three, four cars to diagnose, if I only use ISTA, it's going to take forever. I will not be able to fastly or, fast work on all different cars and diagnose and, work. But so what I wanted to show first, like this customer concern is no audio. If I run or read, sorry, the fault codes, I'm going to scroll quickly because I already know where they are. Active sound, no communication possible without active sound design, and it's permanent. If I get out of here and I try to connect to the ASD active sound design, because that's the top high or amplifier or whatever is part of the audio system is part in there. So we're going to try to connect and you can see it comes out. So if I run the intelligent diagnostics, it's not going to tell me what to do or what to replace, but it's going to give me the tools so I can quickly repair the car. So I'm going to select that ASD or the active sound design from the list because as you can see there is other faults in here and I'm just going through because I don't need to work on those. So I'm going to select this one. When I do that, now we're working on only on that. So I click on Repair Assist, and this is going to now run a test plan, almost the same as when you're using BMW original factory tool. And I run in here, this is going to download a file because it's looking for the wire diagram, for the test plans, for the freeze frame, everything, and then put them into one place for you, technician, to work in your car. And voila. So now, okay, this is very interactive because I will click in here and then make it big. Now, not only can I zoom because this is a touch screen, so very convenient, right? If I click in here and I want to know where this active sound design module is, I can click on that blue and opens the link and it's telling me there is on the trunk on the car. Remember, we still got here, so I can see the reference, the wire diagram. If I make this smaller, I can go into reference and now I can read where communications, possible causes, etc. Right? So obviously we have no communication to one module or one system because if we go over to the wiring, again, we're going to make this big. This has also the top high amplifier. Oops, too much. So let me just make that. So it has either or the hi-fi amplifier or the top high amplifier. Again, if I click in here, it will tell me where the amplifier is on the trunk. So definitely now I'm going to need to go there, remove covers, and start doing wiring integrity, powers and grounds and communication. I can see on the wiring in here, is this part of a MOS bus or K-CAN? No, it's a K-CAN, so perfect. So this is not a fiber optic system where I can, or it's a MOS, in BMW, so that will be called MOS bus. This is on the K-CAN as far as I can see. So we have in here two fuses. I can see the fuse. I can see what is this other one in here? So this is probably the head unit. It is the head unit. I don't have my glasses on, so but yeah, if I click again on the blue link, uh, yeah, that's the main radio, right? So this is probably the back of the radio. Location. I don't know. It's talking about connector. Maybe I click on the connector. Oh, yes, I did. So I didn't click on the actual. I click on the connector, so it was showing the way of the connector looks. Is that's the head unit. So definitely the head unit is the radio, right? So very interactive. This is like you working on original information from BMW. And I had that open in here. So if I go over to ASC or active sound, so let's type this because this is the with the VIN number of the car. So active design sound, right? Active sound. I'm just typing so I can do this. So I'm already in the vehicle. Again, at 2016 328, just to make sure that I am in the correct car. Yes. I just click in there and then click on, I selected already wire diagrams and I click in here. That should now open the active sound design. And this is the same diagram that we have in there. So you see, obviously this is more colored than there, but it's the same information, right? So it's redrawn diagrams. I can also do the same thing. The only thing that you have difference is right here on the original information, you will have the correct name or ID, let's say, because if you see right here is A42, that's BMW's number. So if you order the A42, they know in the dealer what the A42 is, and then you can actually go into let's say if you go into components locations and wire diagrams, you can select that one. And again, you will have connectors and pinouts. Difference that I have because in here, which is also really nice, and this is also like the original BMW, I can click in this line and it tells me what each of those lines is, what the components, because if I close in here, it's components, connectors, wiring, so you have everything as BMW does too. Again, if I click on overview here, I get the same, you see component lines and all that stuff. So why do I need to go over to a computer to look for wire diagrams and everything when I can have my tool in my hand, right? Mobile, portable. If this is portable, I can put them in here. Am I working on the trunk? I'm going to take this. And for those like me that need to use glasses, now I can just go and zoom in. I don't need my glasses because I can read that from very long distance. So yes, if you have an Autel before 2024, January 2024, you have a great tool. This is for European cars, specifically like me, BMWs, Mini Coopers, and Rolls Royce, top notch. I can give this to Autel. I will definitely not use this tool for programming, maybe for coding, no problem. No programming, you will do that on your own risk, and that's what we got ISTA here. I use iScan, very confident, as long as you also use, and when you're working on a BMW, you see these cables in here. I'm using the Tornado 9000 and I have one on each lift in entire shop. These tools are great. I recommend it 100%. So this is good. You want to make sure that you got a clean power source when you're doing programming. Also, when you're doing code or programming, make sure that you put the charger at least an hour before and make sure that you bring that battery amperage and voltage good before you start a programming because lots of problems with BMWs is when a technician goes and try to do a programming when the battery was weak. And it doesn't matter where you connect because what the charger you will have to do first is try to bring that battery to optimum condition. And when that is happening, these chargers will cycle because the battery is weak to not, damage the battery. If you try to perform a programming in there, the voltage in the amperage is changing and that's when you can break a module. So make sure that you charge your battery before do any programming and coding. All right, guys, again, this is just a short video on how important it is to use your tools to the full potential. I am going to Vision this year in Kansas City, and I'm taking Justin Morgan's class. It's all about Air ISTA, and it's a full class of 8 hours. Justin Morgan's one of the best technicians I have met, and he has so much knowledge to share. He's a great trainer, and people loves him because he's quick, he's good. It's like me, we like to gather information, to share the information with others, to explain how it's done. Justin Morgan is a good friend, is a very good person, and I recommend his classes 100%. So if you're going to Vision, make sure that you try to get to his class. I'm not sure if it's already sold out or not because it always is with his. It's like Brandon Steckler, another great technician, another great trainer. If you're going to them, just I mean John Thornton. I mean I can name names, but the new era trainers and technicians like Brandon and Justin Morgan. Those are the classes you want to take if you can get into John Thornton, of course. But yeah, so I don't want to make the video too long. I hope that you guys like the content and understand that yes, if you have a tool like this, use the full potential. This is not about being a dumb because this technician comment was like, "Oh, Mike, you're a master tech before even Autel existed." I'm like, "Yeah, but and then I was using BMW Ista. Now I have a tool that I can definitely use in the palm of my hand. Why would I be attached to a computer when I can have a tablet with the same information that I need to work on a car, right?" Okay, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.